There used to be a great tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains a drug that's the high, not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. There is so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. Baby, to me you're like a grown addiction that I can't deny. Won't you tell me it's not healthy, babe? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave.
Hello. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me before I even start. Hello? You can hear me? Yeah, type type a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, you guys can hear me. Isn't that the most awesome intro ever? Steffers made that for me, and I love it. Aw, thank you, Killer. I hate my voice. I hate it. So what's everyone up to? I didn't really have like any certain topic or anything like in particular I wanted to talk about. I just figured I'd go live and see what everyone's doing. I think I need to do that more. Go live more. Huh? Oh, you're an angle. Prettiest little angle on these YouTube streets. Does anyone have any like big Christmas plans? Holiday plans? Christy. What's everyone doing for the holidays? We don't normally do much since my parents passed away. We used to do all holidays over there, Christmas, Thanksgiving, everything at my parents' house. But since they passed away, and so now we do it at home. Although we did get to spend Thanksgiving with a pretty amazing family. That's Saturday. Did you see the video I posted, Christina? I tried to blur it so like you couldn't see faces, but you could still see what was going on. Thanksgiving was great. I had a really good time. Cecily likes to run and get all crazy everywhere, but other than having to chase her around, it was pretty successful. Good. I'm glad you like it. I had to do something with those videos and I didn't just want to delete them. I'm chilling with my son and my girl is in Germany. That's awesome. He's not my husband, but he's the father of my children. We've been together for like 13 years. His sister is married to a man in the Marines, and she had one of her children in Germany. And she said it was like one of the best places she's ever been. She gets to go all over the place with her husband being in the military. So, yeah, she said Germany was like one of her favorite places. But we can send comfort, maybe a quote with bears and evergreens. Aw. She brought the party. She brings the party everywhere she goes. She's the boss, applesauce. Chilling. Do you just have two kids, Casey? A son and a daughter? I have 5 children. My oldest will be 21 at the end of January, and my youngest just turned 4 in October. Meant for Christmas, I pray all of you are with friends and family and well, and thank you for being so kind and incredibly sweet, Rosie and Christina. Aw, that is so sweet. Thank you for being so sweet and for being such a great friend. There's not many people that are, oh, excuse my dog. Not that many genuine people out there anymore. So when you find one, you gotta hold on tight. Oh, hi Tracy. How are you? You got that right. Yep. Few and far between, real friends. But don't let, like, I feel like I'm gonna be repeating what Steffer says, but it's true. Like, don't let, someone scorning you, don't let that change you as a person. Don't let that stop you from being that same type of a friend to someone else. Like, just learn from it and move on, and just continue to be good to people, because you will eventually find someone that appreciates you for you. Aw. Hey, JP, how are you? I'm still like trying to get the hang of this whole live thing, so I don't have like, well, I have a topic to talk about, but I'm trying not to talk about that topic. So at the moment, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I just wanted to see what everyone was doing, how everyone is doing. You got any big plans for Christmas, JP? Casey's rock art. She's a really good person. She's a sweetheart. And she makes the most amazing everything, like little trinkets and stuff out of the sea, out of the rocks that she finds on, the Great Lakes and stuff. She is very, very talented. She has a channel too, if someone wants to drop, or I could even, oh, I don't think I can make her a mod from here because I'm on StreamYard, but if someone wants to drop her channel, I'm pretty sure her channel has a bunch of her designs and stuff on it. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I'm glad I went live too. I figure no one is gonna, get to know me, or, get to know the type of person that I am if I don't go live. So, oh, there it is. There's her link. She's awesome. My motto is talk about it if you want and always stand up to idiots, but I'm letting a lot go too. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, I keep trying to defend myself, and I am being called the pot stir. But I'm not the one that goes from chat to chat, panel to panel, talking about the same person every day. But then expects me not to say anything. I can't say anything, or I'm attacking her, or I'm trying to play a victim, blah, blah, blah. So I tried to make a deal with her, like, I'll stop my shit if you stop your shit. Very next day, she was talking about me. She's had like 2 or 3 lives since then where she's talked about me. I see comments. I'm getting accused of going into chats that I'm not going into and saying things that I'm not saying. Hey, steppers. And like, part of me like really does want to defend myself, but at the same time, I figure if you believe what is being said about me, then I probably don't really want you around anyway. So I guess it is what it is. Like, that person has been known to do nothing but lie. So why people are believing her now, I have no idea. But it's cool. You are not a pot stirrer. I may be in the future. We shall see. Oh man, sometimes I want to be. I'm not too big to admit that. Yeah, I do get caught up in the drama sometimes, but I guess it was the way that I was raised. My mom was really feisty. My mom didn't stand down to anything. And like I'm a lot like her, and I do want to jump on here and just defend myself and be like, what the fuck, like what the actual fuck? But I'm not quite sure that it's worth it. I don't really know yet. Guess I'm still feeling that out. I'm good, Steppers. How are you? Hey, Miss Fletcher. Welcome, welcome. Like, I think me and you are a lot alike, JP, because I noticed that you kind of made yourself scarce at the same time I made myself scarce. And I don't know for sure because I haven't talked to you behind the scenes or anything, but I think I know why. And if I'm right, then that's the same reason I did too. I'm harmless till I'm trashed, and it may still happen. You know how the tube is. Exactly. 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 It's not worth it. We have real life issues to deal with besides this issue. That's true too. That's, that's part of the reason why I haven't really yet. Like, not in a few weeks anyway. Like, I meant it when I said, like I don't want to talk about this shit anymore. So I've been trying not to, and I'm still seeing, the other person do it. And yeah, like a big part of me does want to jump on here and defend myself, but right now I'm just gonna let it fly, and she can say whatever she wants. I know what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. Doing best I can. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tracy. Very nice to meet you. Hope you and everyone here has the most blessed Christmas and New Year to come. See, isn't Casey so sweet? Hi, baby. You want some water? Okay. The princess wants water. I'll be right back. Here you go. All right. Can I bite that one person, certain person for you? I mean, if you dare get close enough. You're done already? Uh-uh. What? You playing with your Play-Doh? Uh-huh. You're playing at the table? Oh. Sit down. Precious, precious baby. That is also getting shit on YouTube, which is fucked up. Fucked up. Say whatever you want about me. Don't talk about my kids. Christina Marshall, when do you want to get your kitty cat? I hope it's soon. Like, I want to go meet you in real life. Exactly, Tracy. Exactly. Exactly. We've all became like-minded souls because we all went through some crazy, but we didn't do ugly back. Instead, we are now Tonka tough for bigger things in the nearby spiritual war. See, this is why I am thankful for you, Casey, because you keep me grounded. I'm a kitty cat. What kind of cat? Too many kitties. Me too, because I want to meet you guys, and these kitties got to go. If I could have taken one of those kittens, I swear I would have. But oh, how old were you when we got you that cat for Christmas? Like I think my oldest was like 12, and she wanted a kitten for Christmas, so we got her a cat and found out she was allergic. She has they're like I think half of them or a couple of them look Siamese and the other ones look tiger. JP. They're really really cute. Yeah, her eyes swelled up within minutes. Like looked like she had been socked in both of her eyes. And when we go to Christina's house, they have a cat. That cat doesn't even like come out really when we're there, but it still like messes with my daughter's eyes. She's the only kid though that has any issues with that. They are super cute and they're really fluffy too. El gato. How many were female and how many are male, Steffers? I thought about like not right this second, but trying to get our dog a little friend, but our dog wound up being way bigger than what we thought he was gonna be. And I'm just afraid he might hurt, not on purpose, but that he might hurt another animal because he likes to play. And he doesn't realize how big he is. He thinks he's a lap dog. I have one boy and one girl left. JP. Steffers has a cat with no hat. Oh, with no hair. I think that's supposed to say hair. You'd fall in love with. I tried him out, but my other animals weren't having a aw. They were like, this is my house. Our dog does that too. He thinks he runs the dang show. He's a big baby though. He just wants love and attention. But he's just too dang big. He's super cute though. Super freaking cute. Sash, we gotta get some pants on. Gotta go get Dad. I hope that song don't give me a copyright. Blah blah blah. I'm totally expecting to have an email with the copyright for the intro. I played your intro, Steffers. I don't know if you were here for that, but I played your intro. So I just hope it doesn't like, I'm not monetized or anything like that. I don't even have enough, not even close to enough watch hours. So I don't have to like worry about that, but. Do you know what happened to Sussy's left pants? Oh, what is it? It's oh, we're gonna put that on her? Okay. All right. Oh yeah, LOL. You should be okay. I'm not like super worried about it. It's worth it if I do get a strike. I wanted to play that so bad and brag. I never heard that version of that song until you made that video, and I love it. I even I made my own intro because I was worried about that song, and I played it for my oldest and for Sean, and they were like, "Oh, I like Stuffers better," so I'm playing yours. You did a really good job on it. Like you could totally do stuff like that. You could totally make. Actually, you do have enough watch hours. Just get to 500 subs, then boom. Who has? I don't think I have enough watch. I'm pretty sure I don't. LOL. It is the cat without a hat. Sorry, ladies. I'm so busy with work stuff. I know that you're busy. I understand, Christina. She's like the work mule at work. You are so welcome. Thank you so much. Well, oh, I was gonna say you could totally I know that there's people on YouTube that make intros and stuff like that for other people. You could totally do that and if you really wanted to, you could even charge and that could become a little business. Over 21K views, girl. I think it's the watch hours. When you go live and stuff. Oh, I think it counts on other videos too. I'm here listening. I have over 21,000 views. I don't even check my own analytics and stuff like that. Like when I first came here, I didn't come here to try to have a big channel, and I didn't even know anything about YouTube when I came to YouTube. I originally came to help somebody, and then once I started I had never made a video before in my life until I came to YouTube. And then once I started making them, I really enjoyed it. So that's why I stayed. If you find the right people, YouTube is not so toxic. But you got to, that's probably the biggest thing I've learned. If you are that affected by somebody or something that is going on YouTube, you should probably try to step away. And that's what I'm trying to do, because everybody has a good side and everybody has a bad side. And that bad side of me is really wanting to rear its ugly freaking head. And the good side of me is don't do it. Don't do it. And I have good friends in the back, trying to, help me out. And don't do that, Rosie. Don't do that. I wouldn't do that if I were you. So I really do, appreciate that and them trying to help. And I do try to listen. My analytics say 75% of my subscribers are men. That's dope. That's I have always heard that YouTube is dominated by women. There's more men or women than men, but just recently I think it was Speakeasy. No, it was a while ago. Actually, it wasn't recently. But he's saying that nope, there's more men. I think he might have even Googled it. I can't remember, but I see more women than I do men. So there's definitely more women in our community than men, but maybe altogether there's more men on YouTube. I don't know. But speaking of Speakeasy, Did you guys see that Speakeasy was over at LC's? He met LC. I didn't really watch it. I didn't, so I don't know how. I'm curious to know what LC thinks of him. Always lead with kindness. Yes. Yes. You went on panel when he was over there? Oh my god. I totally missed that part. He trolled. Oh, who trolled? LC trolled them? Easy, I don't know. Easy, a lot of people don't really like the way he runs his channel. I personally don't like the way he, like, I would not advise you go check him out, Casey, because the way he talks to women and stuff, like, even if someone is like deserving of some bad talk, like, I still think he takes it a little too far. Some of the stuff he says. And you would probably try to be going over there to, like, give him, you know, like some advice or something, and he would totally take it the wrong way and call you all these names. Go find old pictures of you on Facebook and post them for everyone to see. Like, that's what he does. But I still do go in his chat sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I go everywhere. I've been trying to, like, go into more chats and not just be, you know, like, go try to meet other people and stuff. But yeah, if I ever met that dude in person, it would be on. Trigger warning, trigger warning. Oh my god. Trigger warning! Trigger warning! Did you just shit my car? I had to say that. No, thank you, but I absolutely appreciate you looking out for us, no doubt. Oh, of course. Especially, like, there's like a handful of you on YouTube that I really do consider like my close, really good friends. I know everyone says nobody on YouTube is your friend, but I don't quite agree with that, because I've met some pretty cool people that I wouldn't have met if I wouldn't have been on YouTube. So, and meeting Christina, like, I'm so glad that happened. I'm so glad that we had an opportunity to, like, talk and get to know each other. And now I couldn't see my life without her. I love her. My whole family loves her. And that's how it should be. Like, you guys want to go to Christina's? Like, the kids jump. Yeah. And she doesn't even have, like, kids their age. And they still like going over there. It's just, she's amazing. She's an amazing person. In the last 2+ years, I gained a solid close friend. We talk daily. See that, and that's awesome. Like, that's you know what this place is supposed to be for, you know, connecting with people and making. I can't find her sweater. I found her pants. Like, and there's like some people that I have wanted to reach out to, and then, like, thought maybe I shouldn't, because, like, it's so crazy on YouTube. One day you absolutely hate this person, and then the next day it's like you forget everything that they've ever done and you're best friends with them, and, like, that is just crazy to me. I get, like, forgetting and forgiving and moving on and trying to have peace and all that. Totally get that, and totally for that. Like, I don't want to be on here just fighting with everybody all the time. Like, It's not why I'm here. But at the same time, you know, sometimes things are said and done that cannot be forgotten and cannot be forgiven. And that's just how I feel about that. I won't elaborate any deeper than that, but yeah. And I'm like, I'm so much like my mother. It is impossible for me to pretend or to fake that I like somebody. Like if I don't like you, you will definitely know it. You will definitely know it. Oh yeah, she can do that. That's fine. Hey, bro! Party's here. Just kidding. I can't fake well either, JP. Not at all. Not at all. My resting bitch face narcs me out every time. I hope you are well, bro. I have resting bitch face when I don't like. Exactly. Mine too. And I can be one sarcastic little biatch too. I have and I do and I can forgive and forget a lot of things, but when something is done over and over and over, like unwarranted at that, like there's, you know, you finally got to draw the line frickin' somewhere and stand your damn ground and be like, you're not doing this to me and my family anymore. So, and in a lot of cases, like I put up with way more shit than I should have. So when I think of myself, I think I'm a good person. Like I'm not out here trying to hurt people. I try to help people when I can, and I don't help people just so I can go brag about it later. I don't sit and talk shit about people. Oh, look at that lady. Did you see her ass? Oh my God, it's so big. Oh my God, look at her face. Yeah, I don't do that shit. I don't play that game. Not that type of person. Anissa! Hi, Anissa. I hope you're doing good. You're welcome in my chat anytime, Anissa. You and traders both. Anyone, well, not anyone. There's like my daughter's laughing at me. There's probably a couple I would block on sight. Exactly.
Hey, that's not food. Do you have my thing?
What?
Echo,
This?
freaking Play-Doh. Yeah, where is it?
Which one?
Mine.
No, I don't have yours. There's some right there. What one? What flavor is yours? Oh my God. I swear to God, we spend half of our time looking for vapes. Quit smoking cigarettes and started vaping, and I swear to God, like I need my vape to be pinned to my shirt or something because I'm always misplacing it. Yours is a Novo, ain't it? I just saw it on the bed somewhere. I think it might be in here, Jaden. Oops, I just said your name. Her name is pretty much her name on YouTube anyway. My my daughter when she first made a YouTube, her name on YouTube is J Perks. And I remember I don't remember who it was, but I got shit for that. Like someone was like, well, if my daughter was on YouTube, I wouldn't let her use that name. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what the hell? Like, it is literally her name, J Perks. But I don't know what they thought that meant, but it just meant her name. But yeah, I got shit on for that. And like, my daughter is 21. She can do and say whatever she wants. I can't stop her. So if she wants to name herself whatever on YouTube, she can. I swear to, it was just on this bed. Maybe it fell off. Sassy, you dropped a whole clump of Play-Doh.
Yeah, the dog was trying to eat it.
The dog is trying to eat your Play-Doh. She says, such a dork. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh. Sass, we got to pick up this Play-Doh, though. You got to go bye-bye. Okay, I'm behind in chat. Let me go back and dodged her own daughter. I did, too. Totally on accident. Oh, dang, I am way behind. Okay. Thanks, I appreciate that. Doing good. Hope you are. I am doing great. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Whatever you do, don't leave YouTube. I am a very compassionate and caring person, but when you continually poke, you're going to get, that's exactly. Like, I am not the type of person that, holds back anything. Like, if I feel a certain way about a certain subject, I'm gonna, you're gonna know about it. And not doing that is like almost torture, because I don't know. I almost feel like if I'm not on here defending myself, then I'm admitting that it's true or something, which is not the case. Not the case at all. I don't know. I go back and forth. Some days I just want to jump on here and be like, blah, 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 blah. And then other days I'm like, I'm just going to sit back, let it ride, and let the self-sabotaging happen without me being any part of it. But yes, when you get poked and poked and poked and lied on every day, man, I am not even exaggerating. I see or hear something every single day from one certain person that I'm trying so hard to ignore, because I am not going to give her what she wants. She likes the back and forth. She likes the drama. So yeah, I'm just trying not to feed the beast. Christina, LOL, I can't help it. I'm showing amazing restraint right now. If nobody has told you yet, JP, I am proud of you and your restraint. Like, I don't know the situation with you, but I have seen people like make certain comments, like, you know how it goes on YouTube. If you're seen in a certain chat, people get fishy, they start thinking, maybe you're working with them or whatever. So, I am the first to say that JP has not been involved in any of the recent fuck shit on YouTube. Not that I've seen. I see her trying to do what I'm doing, and that's like backing away slowly, not, making a scene about it. But you don't have to do anything to get accused of shit on YouTube. It's freaking crazy. Thinking it this way, you didn't go in bullying anybody, and you've given chances. That is true. I've given more chances than any normal sane person would. And like, I'm not talking about fights over like, oh, she called me a name or she was talking about me. No, no. Like, this is like some serious, horrible shit that, you know, I even ask myself, like, why? Why did I give so many chances? I don't really have an answer for that. But yeah, I don't bully people. I was not raised like that. I was raised, you know, to be a good person, to help when you can, to help without expecting something in return, to be a loyal friend, to be loyal to your family, your children, your husband, you know, just be a good person. I was taught to be a good person. And sometimes, you know, sometimes that fucks with me. When you have no personal attributes that are worthy, all you got is negative flow. Exactly. Yep. 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 Well, before me, I mean, it was someone else that was doing all this stuff. Every time something happened, oh, it was her, it was her, it was her. I got proof. I know 100%, I got 100% proof it was this person. And then weeks later, talking about the same situation, and they're now saying, oh, well, no, it wasn't that person, it was this person. Like, I don't know why anyone still believes when, like, their own stories changes. I'm trying to, like, talk about this and be discreet at the same time, so I hope you guys are, like, understanding what I'm saying. JP, yes, I love it and follow the same rules. 21, oh my gosh, shut the front door. You look seriously too young to have kids that age. Are you for real? Oh my gosh, mind blowing. Wow, you got some good genes. All of my children look like me. All of them. All of them. It's like God took my face and put it on their perfect little bodies. They got my attitude too. I'm Irish and Indian. And my mom was feisty as hell. But yeah, I had my first daughter. I was almost 21 when she was born. And she was born on her dad's birthday. I can't believe I'm even going to say it. I am going to be 43 in March. That's how old I am. And that picture, that's a Snapchat picture. It's got a little filter on it. But yeah, my genes are good. My children are little carbon copies of me. And I love it. It means the first thing they thought of was Percocet. That's what I'm like, is that, you know, that's the only thing that I could come up with, that they think that, you know, she's talking about Percocet because of the perks part. But Perks is like literally her last name. Not all of it, but yeah. Like, her name is Jaden and her last name, I've already been doxxed on here a million times by the same person. So if you know my last name, that's obviously it's my daughter's last name. But yeah, so that's what I thought too. I'm like, really? Like, there's no way in hell. If that's what that meant, there's no way in hell I would have let her, you know, have a name like that. But no, that's not what it meant. I'm not going anywhere. We'll just continue. Exactly. I don't have any issues with you, Anissa. Never have. You've never, you know, you've never done anything to me. You've never said anything cross to me, nothing. So I am a firm believer in you know, giving everyone an equal opportunity. I am an equal opportunity friend. I don't just hate somebody because somebody else told me to, or, you know, whatever. Pokers will poke. I can be poked all dang day and I can still ignore you like you don't even exist. I'm trying. I am trying so hard. You were getting poked every day, but now it's like you're just totally forgotten, and now it's all me doing it. Like, I'm doing all the stuff that I'm not doing. Like, seriously, I've never called CPS on anybody in my whole life. And there are instances where I probably freaking should have. But, you know, I'm not, I'm not a CPS caller. I don't do that. And especially not going to do that when literally CPS is at someone's door a few times a month and never do anything. I don't know what the complaints are, but there's never anything done about any of it. So why would I call if nothing is being done when other people call? Like, it's just dumb. I don't do that. I didn't do that, haven't done that, haven't even thought about doing it. But at the same time, like, I don't know. Some days I feel like I should get on here and defend myself, and some days I don't. Rosie, I don't know how I do it. Actually, I do know how I do it. Every time I have a dumb idea about going live, I'll message somebody and be like, I think I'm going to do this. And then they'll be like, well, if it was me, I wouldn't do it. I would just let it ride. And so then I start thinking about that and like, yeah, you're probably right. So I have a lot of help from friends telling me not to do it. That's how I do it. I think she's overfed. I'm so far behind in chat. I don't even know what that means.
That's what
Anissa, I like who you are. I like Anissa too. She's always been cool. Like, I don't see her fucking with other people. I don't, you know. I haven't really been in a lot of chats with her, but like in rabbits and stuff, like I've never seen her, you know, have any issues with anybody until the speakeasy shit happened, which I think was totally fudged up what they did to her. But I'm not surprised, not at all. Mr. I don't go real life does go real life. Christina, I feel you on that, but it does get super tiring. And it's like, I don't go live a lot. I haven't gone live a lot. I don't go on many panels. I haven't really talked about, you know, myself, my situation, my family. Like, nobody really knows me. Nobody on here does. So I feel like when you are starting with nothing like that, and you are told something about someone, you know, maybe you're going to believe it because you don't know anything else, you know. So I figured my best defense would be to start going live more and just be myself, talk about whatever. And at the very least, the people who do listen to me will, you know, get a sense of who I am. You know, they'll kind of get to know me a little, as much as you can get to know someone on freaking YouTube Live. But all I got to say is just don't blindly believe everything you hear, especially without proof, man. Like, if I called CPS on you, prove it. Because just a few weeks ago, you were blaming Easy. And then a few weeks after that, it was Steffers that did it. Now it's me. So, and each time you were 100% positive it was that person. Come on, man. Like, if you really think it's me and like you want to stick it to me, you want to prove that it was me, freaking get the damn reports. It may not like show the name or whatever, but you'll get to see what that person said, and you'll have a better idea of who it actually was, because it wasn't freaking me. Like, if you don't have proof it was me, then shut the fuck up, you know? Like, I'm just sick of it. I'm just done with it. Like, trying to move on from something that I feel is stopping me from like moving on, really. Like, I agree a lot with what like in Trader's situation right now. She's like, Echo, Echo, don't you dare. Our dog can open the damn door. She's saying, you know, I'm not gonna fight and argue with you. You say what you want to say, whatever, cool. That's fine. I'm over it, you know, I'm not gonna fight with you. And I feel that in my damn soul, man. That's exactly how I feel about the situation. But at the same time, when I see people agreeing with the lies and stuff, I'm like, how can you even fucking say that or think that with no proof? Like, so that's, you know, there is a part of me that does want to just jump on here and get, you know, just get my side out. But I guess I'm a pot stirrer. I don't know. I like to stir the shit. But I'm not the one that's on panels and in chats lying on someone every freaking day. Tiring, yes, without a doubt. But you are a better person. You were a better person than that whole situation. You're a better person than that person. You were one of the, like, and I'm being like 100% honest, one of the most real, honest, like loyal people I have ever known in my life. Like, you are the type of person my mother taught me to be, you know? You help with your heart. You do it because you genuinely want to help somebody. And you're not, you know, you don't want to hold it over their head later or give any, you know, kudos for it. You are the exact type of person that my mom taught me to be, but you were way better at it. You were way better at it. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Exactly. And like I said, it's not like little piddly little lies. Like, these lies are freaking serious lies. Like, that's why I want to defend. Like, if it was just plain old shit talking, I wouldn't care. Say what you know. Opinion doesn't matter to me. But at the same time, like, you're being accused of doing something serious that you didn't do. And that's, you know, that's the reason why I feel like I want to defend myself sometimes. Like, if it was just like, oh, she's a bitch, or she's not a good friend, or she lies, or, you know, whatever. Okay. But that's not the type of lies that are being told. So I could care less what people think about me. I do me and fuck the rest. Same. Been trying to migrate into other chats and get to know other people and just try to avoid all drama. I have the ammo, LOL, but who cares? I'm just watching it place out. I have been doxxed twice, had my text read live, and called names, and I'm good. Yeah, you are. I didn't know all of that. Dang. Yeah, Like, she literally said almost my whole full name yet the other day. I have 2 middle names and she left one of them out, but the rest of it was right. So yeah, that's me. She she posted my freaking background. I got in trouble when I was like 19 for checks. So of course she had to post that all over YouTube. Like, oh my God, look, she did something like 25 years ago. She's a horrible person. But I'm not. I'm really not. Yeah, that's shitty that happened. I've never seen JP have any, like, I've never seen her talk bad about anyone or be involved in any fuck shit, really, at all. You know, since that one person consistently conducts herself in a negative manner to all, we should just, like, bombard YouTube's offices with, why the fuck is she still here? And they would probably answer and be like, because drama sells. That's, I don't know. I wouldn't, like, I don't want to, like, try to harm her chances of, like, being on YouTube or, like, getting her channel. I'm not even trying to do all that. I don't even want to do all of that. I just want her to quit talking about me. Like, I'm trying to hold up my end of the deal. You literally got up there and said that you would stop your shit. I'll stop talking about her. I'll stop, going live and lying like horrible, retarded ass lies. I'll quit doing all of that. And I will block you so we don't have to see each other. So we can still be in the same chat and, everything's peachy. But it's not. Next day, she broke her own damn deal and was talking about me. And then not only was talking about me, but was also talking about my daughter. And then she makes these dumbass posts on YouTube, like subliminal little mess. Like, I know what you're doing, bitch. I see what you're doing. Like, no one else might have understood why you posted the little story about the toddlers that you posted, but I know exactly why you did it. And you are a piece of shit for that. For talking about a 4-year-old little girl. I've never gotten on here and talked about anyone's children. But she loves taking shots at mine. She posted pictures of my son. My son was born with skin tags on his neck. And if you think that I wasn't worried about that and that I didn't ask the doctor, what the fuck is this? Like, you're dumb. And the doctor was like, oh, he's fine. His throat was fine. Like, that would have been the worry. Like, maybe they came because his throat wasn't fully formed or whatever. But they did all their tests and everything. And he's fine. He's totally fine. He just has 2 skin tags on his neck. I've asked about, removing them. And they're like, yeah, you could get them frozen off or burned off or whatever. But the only time that they would even think about doing a surgery to remove them is in the event of maybe he's getting teased at school or something and he makes the decision that he wants them gone. I'm not going to make him go in and do all that, and he does. The thing is that he doesn't get bullied for having them. Not at school, not at home, but you pop onto YouTube and he's getting bullied by a 40-some-year-old woman for his skin tags, calling him disgusting. He's a 10-year-old little boy.
Look in the mirror.
For real. He's perfect. Hey, Nick. 54. How old? You ain't even 45? I'm not 45. I feel old enough at 40, almost 43. If decent people keep getting treated this way and leave, that gives the scumbags full. Yeah, yes. And I've thought about that too. I've thought about leaving. Like, I came here to help somebody, ended up getting, you know, bit me in the ass big time, because now I'm on YouTube defending someone, you know, like I was posting videos and all that, defending, oh, this never happened, she never did this. And then I would see a video of her doing exactly that. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was being lied to that whole time. Oh, that didn't happen like that. That's not what I said. That's not how that happened. So I would, you know, try to defend her. And then I'm the one that ended up looking like an idiot. Like, because I obviously didn't know what I was talking about. So, yeah, like, I came here to help. And I did think about leaving. But I don't know. I decided to stay. Like, I'm not going to let someone bully me. You know, I'm not that type of person. You're not going to bully me into submission. That's not how I work at all. At fucking all. You're 54. You're like my brother's age. I'm the baby of my mom's children. Oh my God. I need to be. I came here to try to help a little girl not fight with some Suboxone recipient. I know that you were here for summer. I know that with all of my heart. And I think what the deal is with you is you don't have, I'm not like, this isn't a bad thing, but you don't have a filter. Like, you say exactly what you think and exactly how you feel. And sometimes, like, your wording can be harsh, but it's coming from a good place. It's coming from a place that wants to help a little 7-year-old girl who's been missing for like 2 freaking years now. And, you know, obviously playing nice with these mofos hasn't worked. So maybe your tactic might, you know, I don't know, but people think that they run YouTube and they can tell whoever, you know, oh, you can't cover that person, or you can't. No, that's bullshit. You can do whatever you want. Until YouTube kicks you off, do whatever the hell you want. That's my motto. Hello, Nicolina. This day just got epic. Huge hugs, and I hope you have an excellent Christmas and New Year rocking time. Aw. Nick showed a video of Maggie singing the other night. I think it was like her Christmas choir concert or whatever, and that little girl got some balls. Like, I don't think I could get up in front of the whole school, and, you know, she's got some balls. Down. And she did a really good job. She has a very, very beautiful singing voice. Like, if she really, you know, wanted to or whatever, she could totally take that. That would take her far, I think. She should, if she's not already, she should like be in like take some singing classes and stuff, and like fine tune her voice and stuff. Like, I think she's amazing. I think she could go really far with that. I don't think people actually believe the bitch. Oh, the bullshit. I think that might be bullshit. Too many stars to be bitch. I don't think people actually believe the bullshit, but I think people feed off the drama. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I see people on here all the time saying, oh, I don't do the drama. I don't like the drama, but apparently you do. Like, you're on here in the drama, so. Hello, Nicolina. I'm reading comments. I'm an Italian Indian. Woo! Yeah. That's like being Irish and Indian. I am feisty. Echo, I don't have anything for you. Oh, my freaking dog, man. He wants my ice. This dog is weird as hell, man. I'm so glad I caught this live. Love real talk, and you're giving excellent advice and having a moral compass. Love them. Aw, I love you so much, Casey. You are such an awesome person. Like, you are genuine. You can. I think I'm pretty good at reading people, and like that message came loud and clear that you are a genuinely like caring person. Like, you and Steffers and Christina are a lot alike, all three of you. I don't know how I got so lucky to be friends with all three of you. Like, you guys are the type of friends that I need. Rosie, you're not a pot stirring person. I know you're not. Thank you, killer. Yeah, you do know a lot about what's going on with my situation because we talk. So that really means a lot to me, killer. And I thank you so much for you supporting me like you do. You are an amazing friend also. I have no idea what this comment is, what it means. I mean, I wasn't always nice. Pain has taught me life lessons. Lead with kindness always. We gotta go.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you.
Okay. Oh crap. Hold on a second. Yeah, he's gonna be mad.
Well, yeah. Okay, come on.
Oh well.
We played away.
Here, let me go out there and move the seat and stuff. Let me get back to that one comment. Yeah, I wasn't always nice. Pain has taught me life lessons. Lead with kindness always. I always do. Nowadays I'm more of a reserved person, but once I get comfortable with someone, you know, I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person. I don't worry about people thinking I'm a bad person. I know I'm a good person, so like I don't even think like that. I'm just like, you get a sense of like, you can go in a chat, say, and feel out the room. You can read the room as soon as you come in, and like that, you know, I've had instances where I've gone into chat and like just felt totally uncomfortable. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm a good person, so I just don't want people thinking that I do horrible things. I don't know, like, that's why I say I go back and forth. I keep going back and forth whether I want to talk about it or not. And like, I do want to talk about it. I just want to scream out my truth and be done with it. But at the same time, like, I just don't know if it's worth it. I feel like if you can't, you know, I know I haven't really come live a lot and stuff, but if you can't tell that I'm a good person just from interacting with me, then do I even really want you in my life? So, but yeah, I always try to lead with kindness. Always. With most people. With most people. Hold on. Where'd the hot spot go? What? Yeah. I don't. Oh, sorry. I'm like running super late. Come on, baby. I didn't make her, or I didn't mean to make her drop it. LOL, you were not a horrible person. I don't think so either. Come on, Sass, you got to go, baby. Here, give me that stuff. I'll take it with you. Okay. Here, I'll take this one too. Come on. Went live and now I'm running late. Come on. Are you ready to go bye-bye?
Let's go.
It's a nice day, huh? Well, nicer than it has been. Come here, Sass. Sassy. This kid, man. Come on, girlfriend. Come on. We're going to be late. I will get your Play-Doh. Hold on. There's that. Hold on. What? Hold on. Here. Uh-oh. Here, take that one. There you go. You're welcome. You're supposed to say thank you. Oh. Look, I hope I didn't need anything else. Oh, okay. Sorry, you guys. Exactly, Christina Marshall. Our lessons we're learning through blessings are rough, but it's rough feeling inside us that we don't want people to feel the pain we've been. Exactly. Oh my God, man. I haven't even talked about any of the things, or like the really bad things that have happened in my life. Oh my God, like there's a lot. Just drop, but I don't know. I don't want people just to think I'm out here trying to be a victim or whatever. 'Cause that's been said too. But yeah, like I actually do want to talk about that sometime. I had my fiance in 2006. My oldest daughter was 3, and my son was 6 weeks old when their dad passed away. We were on vacation when that happened. And I haven't got to, talk about that. Yeah, because I want people to think I'm a victim, but just because it's freaking therapeutic. There was so long. It took me years and years and years to even be able to talk about that happening. I was freaking 24 when that happened, and we were on vacation. It's a fucked up story that eventually I do want to open up about. And I lost a baby in 2018. Mother's Day weekend 2018. I had a stillborn who passed away naturally, to the bitch in the back that wants to blame me for her death. Pretty sure if I was at fault for that, I probably would have gotten arrested. And at very least, they probably would have taken my children. But none of that happened. So
You should know that.
she does know that. She gets on here and lies. She knows exactly what happened. But now she's gonna, oh, all these dead babies everywhere. Like, all these dead babies. Like, I had one stillborn in 2018. And one of my biggest regrets is ever telling that bitch about it. Because now it's being used against me on YouTube. And I haven't even talked about it. I haven't told anyone about it. I guess she felt it was her place to do that. I don't really freaking know. So yeah, now that she has, though, I do want to talk about it eventually. I hope I'm not ever the cause of someone else's pain. Exactly. I don't try to go around just causing everybody drama and bullshit. Some people just need a target. Unfortunately, it's you right now. Yep. It show is. But she can say whatever she wants. She knows the truth just as well as I do. So, but it's kind of hard to prove that you didn't do something. Like, it's easy to prove someone did something, but it's not as easy to prove that someone didn't do something. So, damn, girl, I love you too. I felt that. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all real. Thank you, and mostly thank God. I'm so thankful for you too, Casey. I really am. I love the shit out of you. Like, I don't believe in coincidences, so I believe you guys were literally put in my life on purpose for a reason, for a good reason. It's nice to actually have true friends, like real friends who just want to be my friend because they want to be my friend. I was afraid to be mean, so I got my ass beat. Why do mean? Yeah, I was like that too when I was younger. I was a really shy kid, and I got bullied a little bit, but I opened up and kind of stopped taking shit probably about middle school, high school. I can deal with a lot. I can put up with a lot, but at the same time, when the fuck is enough? Like, where the fuck do you even come up with some of the shit you say about me? Like, you know what that, shows is that you are a bad friend. You want to freaking lie and do whatever, to try to fucking get people to hate on me when you are the freaking cause of it. You're the drama. You're the only drama I have, and I'm trying to get it out of my life. It's God's design. I really do believe that. I really think you guys were put here in my life for a reason to teach me something. God knew I needed real people in my life. And I think it's so awesome that you're in Michigan too, and you're closer to Steffers. So, like, we really need me, you, Christina, and Steffers need to get together and freaking meet up and have a girls' day. Maybe we could go sometime, go to like Lake Michigan or, anywhere and do some rock hunting and stuff. I think that would be awesome. I keep telling my husband I want one of those rock tumblers like yours. I looked it up and sent him a screenshot of it. It was like, these things are like, they're expensive, but I think I'm gonna get one. I got a whole bunch of rocks everywhere that could be polished, and I don't know what it's called. I don't know if Casey is still in the chat. But do you have the thing, like, does your tumbler does it frost like the rocks too? Can it do that? That freaking heat is like, because I saw a video of someone doing they were trying to polish rocks, but they put it in the tumbler for like, I think they said it was like 3 days. And when they pulled the rocks out, they were all like coated in a white, frosty looking, I don't even know what it was, but that was awesome. Like, I want one of those. Nah, bitch. But at the same time, I appreciate you're you're real. You're not on here trying to be fake. I don't think I can have that in my life. When you copyright strike from who sings the song. You're real, and I don't know. I like the way you talk, but I guess you're just too much for some people. People that think they have the right to tell you that you can't talk about certain things just because we all have an unspoken rule that we will not do or say these certain things, and you're just supposed to align with that, okay? And if you don't, we're gonna bully you. Like, that's totally how I see your situation. You're getting bullied because they don't like the way you talk. Like, who gives a fuck? Yeah, give me a second, Knowledge, and I'll drop a link. Hold on. Actually, give me like 5 minutes, but I'll drop a link. I'm like multitasking right now, so. Can you, if you are live, I know Ernie's done it a few times, and I think Betty Washam does it too. Like, are you allowed to play songs during your live? Like when you're live, or is that like a copyright strike type of thing? Yeah. Mm. Shit. Yes, I turn people off. It's true, but that's how I got to pick through them weeds when I found Steffers, Rosie, and Christina who sounded exactly like me. Exactly. Like, I think it's crazy. YouTube is it's a big place. And we all found each other, and we're all from Michigan, and we all enjoy doing the same things, It's crazy how that all worked out. But like, I'm so happy that it did. I'm so excited to meet you and Christina. I mean, you and Steffers. It is going to happen eventually. Huh? Me and Steffers, hopefully Christina, and another chick on here named, her name on YouTube is Casey's Rock Art. She goes rock hunting around the Great Lakes and stuff, and oh my god, she has beautiful little creations that she makes with those rocks. Like, I really want, if possible, like I really want you to make me a ladybug stone, like if you could. Like, I would totally pay for it, but I think it would be so cool to have like a little ladybug. What happened? She dropped her milk? Doo-doo-doo. Are you still in here, Knowledge? Bro? Yeah, I know. I looked, last time I looked at the clock, it said it was like 2:15 or something. So I'm like, okay, we got to leave in like 15, 20 minutes. And then the next thing I know, I look at the clock and it's like 2:50. I already told him that we're late. Obviously, he knows we're late. Crap. Message him and see if we pick him up. I think I got to pick him up in the back. No, it's not. Yeah, he's already out. Heck yeah, and no money, ladybugs, dragonflies, owls, geckos, whatever you like. That would be so awesome. Me and my oldest,
Yeah, he's in the back.
he's in the back. Okay. Me and my oldest daughter, her nickname is, she's J-Bug, my ladybug. And so our little thing is ladybugs. And I want to get her one for just because I love her. Are you on like Etsy or anything like that, Casey? Like, you could totally do that too. Put all your stuff on
Oh, I see it.
on Etsy, or I see it too, on Etsy or anywhere really, I guess. And I guarantee you could sell so much. Well, I was gonna.
But tell me that's.
Sorry, Sass. She just got that cup too, and she dropped it again. I was gonna like pull up right here, but the dude was in my way. All right. Drop my damn vape. Okay. Okie dokie. Sorry, babe. I'm live, so watch your mouth. Okay. Knowledge, are you still in here? Do you still want a link?
Mama,
Standing outside.
I don't know if that's. I can't remember how to post a link. I hit the guest button, right? Hit guest. Like, Ro, I really hope you're in here. Oh, Steffers, I need your help real quick. Can you explain to me how to post a link so someone can come up and chat? Is it guest and then invite guest? When I hit the guest button, all that pops up is invite guest. She's watching. I guess I'm just going to try to do this. Send this link to your guests. You may also want to share our instructions for guests. You can have up to 10 people on screen at once. Okay, yeah, I think that is how I do it. I'm just going to try it. Oh, dang it. I'm not sure. Okay, well, okay. At the top, copy the StreamYard link and post it. And you have both windows open. You're echoing. I have both. Is she watching me? I have both. Oh, I must still be. Okay, hold on. Thanks for letting me know I'm echoing. Okay. Is that better? Am I still echoing? Did StreamYard fix that issue with Android phones? Because I have an Android. That could be why. I don't know. Oh, wait. Look at someone. Oh. Oops. That didn't work. Hold on a second. That is not working. You got an Android bug fixed. Oh, there it did work.
See?
Hey, girl.
Hey. I just wanted to show you it works. You just gotta copy the link at the top of your StreamYard and post it down there, and it works.
Oh, from is it different from your phone?
I don't think so.
No. Oh. On my thing, if I hit guest, it has like a little button that says, "Huh?"
I've never used that.
Oh, that's how I got you up here.
Oh, really?
I don't know if I did it the right way, but you're up here.
Oh, yeah, no, because I clicked the StreamYard link.
The one that I posted in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Then that. Okay. Then I know how to do it.
That it works. So now, anybody in your chat, if they click the StreamYard link,
right, they can click on it and.
I think I can.
Whistling. Woo, hello, beauties. Etsy has rolling trays cheap right now. I got one of them for $7. It says Shaggy pass the baggie so Scooby can roll a doobie.
Oh, that's cute.
That is awesome.
The Shaggy pass the baggie so Scooby can roll the doobie. That's what you be smiling at that one. Oh,
yeah, I like that one.
Sorry, I had to. Jimmy came home and we ran up to the store.
No, that's fine. I know you got kids and a husband. I know you get busy.
I do get really busy. Like, well, I can easily suck myself into YouTube all day long, easily,
right.
And I can easily be happily do it. But nobody else in my house would be happy if I did that. So.
Yeah.
Like,
Hiram be wanting those hot cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
Hey, Boston Boss. Welcome in.
Not bad.
Yeah, $7 at Etsy. I'm gonna have to check out Etsy. I haven't been on Etsy in a long time.
I used to be on it. I mean, I still am on Etsy, but I just don't sell anything on there.
You make those your little figurines and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I need to do something. I'm just so unartsy, unartsy. I don't know
I
what
think
it
that,
is.
yeah, that little
A little gnome.
yeah, that thing was
Well, they
cute as
all fall
hell.
apart. I ended up just throwing the clay. And I didn't throw the clay away, but I ended up putting all the clay away. I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm not
Is
even gonna
there
do it.
like I get like that too. Is there like a bonding type spray or something that you could spray on it when you're done
Oh yeah,
to make it stick?
polyurethane spray.
Oh, okay.
That makes it
I
like shiny and it keeps it protected, kind of.
right. Yeah, I thought that was cute as hell when you were making those a few months ago.
Hi.
Look at that.
Now
Oh,
it's
it's
I'll let him on.
Ro.
I'll let him on. I figured that's who you're waiting for.
Can you hear me, Ro? Are you muted?
Hold on. I'm trying to fix her mic.
My kids did me good and calmed my untamed side a little bit. Just saying, little tiny bit.
My knowledge is power.
Hey, Knowledge. Oh, I can hear you now. Cool.
All right. Well, I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna let you guys talk, and I will.
All
I
right.
just wanted to
Thank
make
you
sure you
for
got everything was working out and stuff. So,
thank
all right.
you for getting on here and helping me.
You're welcome. Have a good one. I'll be in
You
chat.
too. Okay.
Hey, girl.
What's up?
Yeah. Stop letting that woman make you doubt yourself.
What's that? Hold on, let me see if I can. I can barely hear you. I don't know if I can turn the volume up or not.
Better now,
Oh, yep. Now I can hear you.
Rosie. All right, I had my Bluetooth on. I didn't realize it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
That's what. Yeah, but yeah, stop letting her get in your mind, man. You are like a way killer cool person. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And I think that's what agitates her.
I try to be, like I try to be a good person. And I like to try to
Without even trying.
right.
Without even trying, you are a good person. That eats at her more than anything. She tries sometimes to put on the "I'm a good person" act, and she can't even pull that off.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I would hate to be that hateful every day. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's
And I was getting sucked up into it, and I realized it, and like I'm just trying to back away from her drama. Like I really don't want that drama, but
I completely understand it. But there's certain subjects that, even if you're trying to avoid drama and shit, that certain things that people say you instinctively have to defend, and she goes after those because she knows ain't nobody want to be bothered with you and your drama. Get the hell out of here. But when you go after somebody's deceased family members or whatever, of course they're going to fire back at you, and that's what she plays on.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That, like, think about what kind of person you got to be to purposely set out to do some shit like that every day. That's your characteristics every day.
Exactly. Like you just hit the nail right on the head. Right on the head.
Yep. I don't know why she's so dissatisfied in life, but you would think she'd find something to, like, take on a positive note. Like, you're pretty much healthy. You got your family. You got a home. You go and do things that, like, most people can't afford to do on a regular. So what are you so miserable about?
Right. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Either. I don't get it. But, like, I do get how you feel because, been through it, done it, whatever. But, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to make sure you know that your personality, like, I mean, you have a very sweet personality. You're humorous. You know what I mean? That's why it bugs her. She has to try to be, an eighth of you that you do naturally.
Oh, thank you. That like really means a lot to me. Like seriously.
Well, I mean, it's true. And then, like, I think anybody who even watches your shorts and your videos can tell that, like, you know, you're trying to find a positive spin or, like, you know, make somebody laugh or something instead of making turmoil,
Right, right.
you know? So
Yeah,
I would just, I don't get,
I'm not on here to, you know, cause drama or bullshit for anyone or, you know, but
well, she
it
she
gets
sent me
old.
this,
She what?
it does. She sent me this long ass comment, like, I don't know, a couple months ago, whatever, you know, oh, I don't know why you came to YouTube this late in the game and you're not going to make anything off of this and and we have enough people. Like, first off, I didn't ask for permission. I'm still not asking for permission. I don't care
Yeah.
what you covered or what you did because obviously nothing happened. And, you know, in all honesty, if you think about it, I shook them fuckers up.
Right.
I
Oh
shook them
yeah.
fuckers up. And I
I
think that's what got under her.
Yep.
You know what I
And
mean? But
like, why assume that you're here to make something off of it? Like,
because the same as with your daughter's last name, people are going to go and find a reason to bitch about that because of what their first thought was.
right,
See what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yep.
you're here to make money. You're here to exploit that baby. You're here for all this dumb bullshit that you keep trying to put on everybody else. Because who's wearing the fucking circus performer's hat? You.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean? And like,
Thinks she
honestly,
runs the show.
well, and it's messed up because people have allowed her to get away with doing shit like this where, like, you know, I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you no how. I come on here because I'm curious. I want to know what happened to this baby and I want to see people prosecuted for it. And if you can maintain a friendship with the people, then maybe you should not be on true crime.
Right, because that, you know, in my opinion, that kind of makes them biased. Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the shit,
they're trying to cock block you from talking about certain things that probably should be talked about. But because they don't want
absolutely.
you to talk about it, they think they have the right to tell you
Absolutely.
you're not allowed to talk about it. And
Right.
that's just not
That's
just not how it goes.
Yep, and that's all because of, like, you know, I can't tell you how many people have said, well, I spoke to Don on the phone. Don's a really nice guy. Well, you know what? I can be the sweetest thing in the world on the telephone, but I can be a viper in real life. Like, what stands as evidence, not as opinion, is the horrific abuse that has
Exactly.
occurred. You know what I mean? So I don't
Yep. And I don't
know
even
where
really
looked at.
I don't really know much about the Summer Wells case, but
Mhm.
like, you can think he's a nice guy all you want, but
Yeah.
if you look at his background, you look at the stuff he's done, that's not something a nice person does.
Rosie, I got this lady who's in my comments every day, and she argues with me about some of the dumbest shit. Like, she keeps insisting, even though, you know, 40 years later, he can tell you the details of what he did, but he can't tell you where he was on that day that, you know, she disappeared. But I'm an ass, and I could go to jail for slander because I assume that Don did something to this baby. I'm like, lady, are you serious? Like, I mean, the only thing that he does have full memory of is the details of how he violated a little girl. And you don't think that's a current, you know, attribute?
Right.
Like, he's never been rehabilitated. He's never gone through counseling. He's never admitted and been, you know, repentful or, you know, full of sorrow for what he's done. So, like, if anything, he's gotten away with it and has been given gifts for his inconvenience. He thinks it's okay.
Right, like, that happened, and they were just able to both of them hop right onto YouTube and have all this love and support and money and like what,
Yep.
you know, that's crazy to me because at the very least, you know, one of them has to know something, and like,
I hate bringing.
It's just crazy to me.
I hate bringing Brandy's name into this all the time, but like, half of these YouTubers that are, you know, oh, I'm just for the family. You don't know what they're going through and all this. Why have they never done that with Brandy? And I'm going to answer my own question because Brandy carries herself with respect and dignity. Brandy acts if she is missing a child She is like so overwhelmed with it every day. These two don't give a shit.
Right.
And the people who let them come on their panels and run that cash app all the time, they don't give a shit either. All they're worried about is their pockets, their clicks, and their views.
Exactly.
And I find that disgusting. I find it disgusting. All the other bullshit and drama, like around Ernie and all that stuff, I don't care because it doesn't affect Summer's case. Like, you know what I mean? So if you guys got a personal war with Ernie, whatever, good luck to you. Have a nice day. But like, I'm still going to be over here trying to figure out what happened to this little girl.
Right. Yeah, I
You
don't
know?
even know, I came in late to the game, so I don't even know any, really any of the things that Ernie has done.
I've seen, like, I've been here since the beginning. I just didn't post a lot of, videos or whatever, but I've seen some, here and there, caught some shit with Ernie and shit. And some of the shit's kind of funny. Some of the shit's really sad, but that is not to do with Summer right now. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? That's a sideline shit.
Right.
And for people
Right.
to take it so personal, like, I mean, that ain't no different than me deciding that, I don't know, I'm in some band, whatever, pick any band you want. I'm fixated on the lead singer, and anything and everything anybody says, like, that he's doing in real life isn't true because I love him. Like, where's the
Right.
sense?
That
Like,
could, right.
yeah,
Maybe you or someone should be asking these questions, and when they come up and try to stop you, they quite literally could be stopping information from coming out that could find her.
absolutely,
That's how
absolutely. And
I see that.
think about how many people before me that they've done the same shit they did to me, that those people just got so frustrated they folded up and left. They may
Right.
have had some really good information or some points of views that would lead into helping this kid, but because of people that are associated with the Wells constantly pulling all this distraction and drama bullshit, you know how many people hear Summer's name and they just like, I don't even want to hear it because of
Right.
these people. And,
Yep.
and I think that's because of their friendship with the Wells and their acceptance of the shit that they do.
Like,
That's retarded.
yep. I think, with a lot of them, like they started out from a good place, wanting to find her, but they've gotten wrapped up in all this stuff too. And
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, it sways their opinion.
It does. And like, there's been a few people that, and I guess it was my mistake or whatever, but there was a few people that I took at face value, like when in certain conversations somebody would say something as a matter of fact or whatever, and I took it as that was a fact, that, like, because the way it was stated, like, and I went on to the next thing. Well, now I'm sitting here like, oh my god, like, that person's full shit, that person's full shit. So now it's like I'm back to square one.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. I was in that same situation when I first came.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, if you're going to be the type of person that overlooks all this shit or whatever, that's one thing. That's your personal choice and stuff. But to purposely, sabotage people and little groups of you, it's not just like one or two. It's like 4 and 5 all hit you, and they do it like behind your back. All of a sudden, you're just immersed in this fucking fight, and you're like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" You know what I mean? That's all
Next
to
thing you know,
distract.
you got lives. You got lives with your name in it, calling you all these
over the
horrible
place.
names. Like, that is so gross.
Yep.
Like,
And then the really effective part of that is, even after you prove your point, like you're trying to do right now, there's still people who, whether you prove that it was untrue or not, they still have that taste in their mouth because of the shit that they put out. You know what I mean? And it's kind of hard, but the way I look at it is like, you know what? There wasn't anybody standing up for this little girl. Anybody in her life. And I'll be damned. I don't think I'm a detective. I'm not going to solve anything. But if anything I say or do, or somebody says or does on my channel, leads to maybe, hopefully, finding this little girl, I'll put up with their bullshit. I'll be your Huckleberry. I don't give a shit.
Right, because you're here for that. You're here for the truth, to find, try to find, help find out what happened. And like, why,
it's horrible.
why even take it easy on them? Why, ask those freaking questions. Someone needs to. They're too
And obviously,
comfortable.
yep. And obviously, you were ill equipped at going and befriending, or as you say, getting information. You fell right into the trap. They manipulated you. You're on their side, and you're doing their minion work. So, what's
Yep.
that say about you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're cool
Yeah.
with whatever happened to this little girl? All those bruises, like, not even the disappearance. Look at the pictures of these kids, all these bruises, all like, look at the shit the parents had, and look how them kids lived. And you don't have a problem with that? That screams out to me.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
Very.
mean?
Yeah. That's from the videos that I've seen, like
How
can
much?
chugging a
Mhm,
whole bottle of freaking whiskey or whatever that was, and like you're supposed to be watching your children. Like, so at
mhm.
the very
How much?
least, neglect. At the very least.
Mhm. Oh, gross neglect. How much is a bed in a bag for a twin?
For a twin, like, are we
Mhm.
talking used or brand new?
Either or. We'll go with
I would
used
say
because they say they're so poor.
a good, like a complete bed. I would say, somewhere between, if it's used, between 50 to 100.
Okay. Now you got 3 registered, insured, nice looking, and apparently well kept vehicles. You got all them bottles of booze and all that other shit that you want, and she's always got a new basketball jersey on, which is $50 to $70 a piece. And these
Yeah.
kids are sleeping on a flea infested mat that, like, I mean, Christ, even in jail you get a better mat than that.
Right.
That's
Right. Yeah.
selfishness. That's not poverty. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
And like,
they look like they didn't take care of those kids. Like, I've seen all those pictures
mm-mm.
of those kids, and I mean, you can be poor and still take care of yourself, still take care of your kids, make sure they're
Rosie,
learning.
I
Go
know
ahead.
some of the actual poorest, I mean, poorer than poor people who live out in the woods in West Virginia and stuff. You go to their house, I mean, these people ain't got nothing, let me tell you. Their house is clean, their kids are clean, you know what I mean? They're doing whatever, whether it's they're growing a
Exactly.
garden to feed their kids or the old man's out hunting something, but that's not poverty. That's callousness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of poor people and they don't live like that. You know what I mean? These people had the
Exactly.
means. They definitely had the means. Dudes in construction in all these years, let's just say the 5 years Summer lived there, in 5 years with your expertise at drywall, you don't have enough connections with a couple people who could have came in and framed out a couple rooms for you. You could have hung
Yes.
some drywall, buy a gallon of paint, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But you're buying new
Yes.
vehicles, you're going there, you're going there. Like, the fuck out of here with that noise.
Yep. Yep. And if
I
anyone brings that up, you got to
Mhm.
deal with the peanut gallery telling you
Mhm.
we don't agree with you, so you got to stop. Like, what?
Yeah. Which, first off, like,
Yeah.
I didn't see no welcome to YouTube sign on your channel when I came in. So, like,
Okay.
I'm really not concerned with your, you know what I mean? I like to get along with everybody. I don't start no shit. But, like, keep sending them my way. I'm going to retaliate and you're not going to like it. But, you could just keep your opinions on your channel with people who are in agreement with your opinions and leave other people alone.
Exactly. Exactly. But
There's too many
no, well,
options.
right. Well, you're
Mhm.
live trying to help the situation. I'm going to be over here live streaming your live and talking mad
Mhm.
shit about you and everyone that's in your chat.
Right.
How is
And I
that
said this
helping?
last week, like, I did a live and I pulled up some screenshots, but it took me probably an hour and a half, 2 hours to go through, like, all these old lives to get these screenshots to then turn around and show them to people. Like, there's like 3 to 6 hours just on my end that wasn't put towards Summer. Now, like, you guys have been doing this for months, every day, several times a day. Like, nothing is being put out about Summer from that end. So, like,
Yep.
what are you accomplishing here, except for and limited to distractions for the wells?
Oh,
That's your whole purpose.
let me ask you that I haven't I haven't watched any of Andrew's lives, so I don't know like where this came from or if it's even true, but what is going on? Did you hear or see him saying something about an indictment?
I did. I haven't watched him since that shit with when he said some shit about my kids, and
Oh yeah, that was fucked up.
yeah, it was. And you know, you go real life happens, bro. That's all I got to say about that. But I did click on his live for like 2 minutes only because I think I was watching Mama Bear or whatever, and I caught on to what was going on. I'm like, fuck out here. And then I watched him, and in the first 2 or 3 minutes, he said, let me see if I can get his exact words. It was something like, somebody I know and trust received mail, in lines of going on jury duty, and they mentioned the Summer Wells case. So I stopped right there because I was like, first off, when you go to jury duty, you don't know what case you're going to get until after you go through a series of questions to see if you even get approved for the jury pool. And then, and only the day that you go in for the actual jury duty on a case, do you get informed what your case is, and you're also sequestered. So it would not have been on anybody's mail soliciting you to, show up for jury duty. So I just knocked it off as bullshit. But I have, in the, I don't know what you call it, algorithm or whatever, I have been noticing that a few other channels are talking about it. So I don't know, I don't, but no, if it is, then it is. And if you did some shady shit, you did some shady shit. You need to own up to it. You know what I mean? So.
Right. But yeah, like if you did it, you might as well own up to it because it'll come out eventually.
Yeah, and if you ain't did nothing, you ain't got shit to worry about. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but initially I thought it was all bullshit. Like, I don't know if it's spun into reality or not, but I was like, based on what he'd said that at that moment, I was like, fuck yeah, nobody knows when, but he may have more information, but based on that piece of information, I was like, yeah, no. But no, I don't watch him.
Yeah. They're not gonna put someone on the jury that is, even closely related at all to the case,
Absolutely.
Like that's not how that works.
And if they put, like, I mean, think about it. If they sent you, the request or whatever you want to call it to appear for jury duty, if they don't even know what case you're getting assigned to at that point, you know what I mean? Like, you go in and you fill out all these paperwork and you answer all these questions, and it goes on like whatever cases pop up. Like, they don't know in like 6 months in advance which jury they're putting you on. Like, you go whichever. It's like a draw of the straws. You know what I mean? You get whichever one they pick. So, like, but that, like, again, that was the only thing that when I seen it, it seemed like he was basing that whole thing on that bit of information. So on that bit of information, I'm going to say bullshit, but I don't know if there's more relevant information that, he has.
Right.
But I mean, look at it though. I mean, like, and I said shit about this, and I don't know why it doesn't disturb other people. The shit that he is doing to his own kids, and like, you ousted your preteen daughter for having her cycle on live. You're, basically telling everybody on live that they have lice. And this kid's going to school. Like, last week she was getting her balls busted for having her period. Now she's getting her balls busted for having lice. Like, what is wrong with you, dude? Like, why are you doing that to your kids? I don't get that.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that too. I saw that too, and I
for
would
clicks
never,
and views, No, for clicks and views, you're gonna, like, put your kids' personal business out there. I mean, in all honesty, if you look at the picture, actually, I was horrified when I was like, oh my god, that because people in school know that her dad has.
If I would have knocked my dad on his ass.
Dude, we would have been fighting come Monday when I ain't going to school. Like, there ain't a chance in hell I'm going to school to listen to all this shit. No, and being little girls, it's even more damaging to little girls, I think, than it is to boys. You know what I mean? Boys just kind of like whatever, and go on. You know what I mean? Girls get like, they take that shit to heart. At least with mine, my girls were way worse than my boys. Yeah. I mean, it's bad enough the kids going through it, like, you know, no matter how much you're prepared for it, it's still pretty traumatic when it happens and shit, and dealing with like the changes and shit, and then you got that on top of it. Like, thanks, Dad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Some of the shit that I'm seeing these people that are supposedly here for the kids doing and involving kids with, I'm just like, what? Like, wait a minute. Like, doesn't that defeat the purpose? Like, you're supposed to be here because, you know, of all this negative shit that happened to this little girl, but you're putting your own negative shit out with your kids that and trying to justify it.
Right.
Like,
And
everybody
you're
else is
supposed to
wrong.
be-
Like,
Right. You're supposed to be the voice
Yeah.
for this little girl, and
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. I you know, I feel bad every day. Like, this poor baby. Like, I can't stop thinking about her. Like, it's almost like I'm borderline obsessed. Like, I just keep thinking, like, I see those pictures where you could tell she was just crying, and, you know, she just has hope in her eyes. Like, when she's looking at, and I assume it's Candace that keeps taking all the pictures, but you can tell she just went through some horrific shit, but she still has that little gleam in her eye. Like, just maybe somebody's going to do, like, say something nice to me today. Just maybe. And like, it breaks my heart. Breaks my heart, man. That, like, people can be, like, I know it happens every day in the real world and shit, but how can you consciously, like, every day decide you're gonna brutalize a baby?
Yeah.
And you got people like, you know, and you got people like, you know, the cheerleading squad trying to run, you know, diversions for you, like you're some outstanding, you know, person. Like, yo, how dare you criticize this person when, well, has that person done anything to change their characteristics? Have they modified anything? Have they even identified that anything they're doing was wrong? No, they have not.
Yep.
You know, so that's what gets me, and that's what gets me firing back.
Like, yeah,
but I agree with you.
Everything should have been discussed. Everything, like,
yeah. And I don't care who gets pissed off when I say this, but every time I hear somebody say to me, "Don't put that shit on Summer," I'm like, really? Because, like, as far as I'm concerned, like, as far as I'm concerned, that baby was a complete victim, and I don't care how many times somebody says she brought it on herself. She knew what she was doing. We're talking about a 5-year-old little girl.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? A 5-year-old little girl. Yeah, like, and you coming to his defense just makes me wonder, like, what the fuck's going on in your house?
Right. Like, if you genuinely care about this little girl and want her to be found, why wouldn't you want anybody and everybody to come out, you know, with, you know, I just,
Well, one of the things I get all the time in my comments is like, oh, you know, people who sit around and talk about children being S8 are, like, you know, getting gratification. First off, you have never heard me sit around and discuss the details of it, but I will say that baby was definitely S8. And, you know, it's not like I'm sitting there talking about, like, the gory details of it. So, like, how am I deriving pleasure from this? To say that, like, in my belief, this kid definitely went through that. And I've literally had people like your buddy one day makes a comment. She's reviewing. Yeah, right. She's reviewing my live, and I make a comment. I said, well, I am a direct result of people like Don and Tim. Insinuating, I thought, to all, you know, anybody with a little bit of sense, that meant having been S8 as a little kid, I identify that.
Right.
She turns around and says, why is it every time she's talking, it goes back to dating and who'd she be with?
No.
Where in the fuck did, like, you come up with that one? Like, what? Like, I don't even.
What gets me is you can say something and you know what you mean when you say it, but when she sees it or hears it or whatever, she thinks totally different, and she's right. What she thinks you meant is really what you meant, not, you know, like, but she puts it out as fact. Like, this is how this happened. Rosie,
like you said, I don't have any filter. I just say what I'm thinking. So you never, when I walk away, You never have to sit there after I walk away and decipher what I meant by what I said. I
Right.
said what I meant. You know what I mean? And if you look at the spins that she consistently puts on it, like, you think some pretty fucked up shit, Rod, like on a daily basis. If this is your first thought to somebody saying that they were SA'd as a child is talking about dating, like, you got some serious problems.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, some seriously deep-seated problems if that's what your takeaway was from that conversation. Because I don't think I
Right.
was talking about dating anybody.
No. And honestly, like, if you ask her whatever, she will say, I just heard her say it earlier today that she, had this passion about trying to find her. And then she was bullied every time she went live and tried to talk about it. And that pretty much is the reason why she doesn't talk about it anymore. So if you're not talking about it anymore, wouldn't you want other people to talk about it since you're not?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's how I would see the situation. If I can't do it anymore, I'm going to pass the torch to the next person.
Yeah. And the shit where, like, for example, the sisters. All right. If you don't agree with what happened, you don't agree with it, whatever. But since you're friends with him and you don't know, but there is, paperwork that was filed all those years ago. So I don't think somebody conspired all those years ago to make him look bad at this point. But how the hell are you going to go and re-victimize them by, saying, oh, well, that can't be true because of this, this, and this. You weren't there. You know what I mean? You know this dude because he put on an act for you.
Right. You don't know him. You don't know him
No.
personally. You know what he wants you to know about him.
And if you look at it logically, you know that he had a nice vehicle. You know that he, took $2,000 out the bank to do whatever with it, and his kids were sleeping on nothing and eating frozen pizzas. That tells me enough about him that I would never defend him.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
I watched a video once of him talking. I am like almost 95% certain he was talking about his another little girl. I think it was like his stepsister or something. And like he blamed that all on that little girl. That's how she was. She came up to me and rubbed on my leg and like
everything is always somebody else's fault.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Yeah. And if you look at him when he's, and this is what really, really gets me with people like that who defend him. If you look at him when he's telling the stories about what occurred with his sisters, he's reliving it. Like, his pants are tight at that moment.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He's reveling in that shit. And he also gets off on when he's telling that story, like, he'll look at the person he's telling that story to, and the more repulsed they look, the more gleeful he is about it.
Right.
Like, he gets off on the fact that it disgusts people. Like, he likes to be that disgusting being that would do things other people wouldn't do. Like, he's basking in that shit. I'm like, dude, you're twisted. Like, beyond twisted.
Right. Yeah. In that situation, the only person that was at fault, well, maybe his stepmom too, but him. He I don't. If someone came up to me and was ribbing on me and it was a no, I wouldn't be like, well, I only did it because they rubbed on me, like, so it's totally not my fault.
I know dudes who have stepdaughters that are built like brick shit houses that like didn't like their stepdad, or mom wasn't doing what they wanted to do or whatever. They would come on to the stepdad, like, 9 out of 10 times, like, to try to start some shit. But either way, that's still like 17, 16, 17, doesn't matter. If he does not wrap a blanket around her and say, go get fucking dressed and we're going to talk about this, like, you can't blame it on that kid. You're the adult. I don't care what she promised to do, what she was or wasn't wearing when she approached you. You are the adult. Like, if anything occurs, you're responsible. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, there are some girls who will come up with shit like that, and I will agree with that. There are some manipulative kids that will try shit like that, but either way, you're the adult.
Right. Like it was if I'm not mistaken, it was a 5-year-old girl.
Yeah,
You have the power to be like, no, like she's a little kid. You're
absolutely.
you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, and then
there's no excuse for that.
my new thing with him is like I seriously think that like because I heard him the other day say that he used to go on the road with his dad, and I clearly like just like I don't think I'm psychic or whatever, but like I just had this vision in my head of these females across the country that whether he be staying at a motel that night with his dad or whatever, he did some shit to these girls and like they didn't know who he was or where he went or whatever. And I'm wondering if like now 40 years later they're sitting there watching YouTube like, oh my god, that sounds like the dude who like you know what I mean?
Right.
There's gotta
And
be more
everyone's being
people.
all cool and making excuses for him.
Oh yeah.
If he,
Oh yeah.
if he would do that to his stepsister, then what makes you think he wouldn't do that to anybody else?
Absolutely.
Oh, I
That
drew the line at my sister. I was no more after that. Like, no, dude.
yeah, right. Yeah. And then like, he talks about being in those places where kids were for sale and shit. You don't get into places like that without being somebody like that. Like you
Right.
don't accidentally stumble upon them. And if you do, you're not leaving like, all intact if you're not of the same caliber. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yes.
he's kind of telling on himself in the same breath, and
Yep.
and now he ain't got nobody at the house and shit to victimize. Like you notice all these little girls that are going missing. I swear Don has something to do with it.
He could. Are they back in? Are they
Tennessee?
in Arkansas, Tennessee?
Now I think they're in Tennessee, but these little girls are like this age pocket like us were, but they're all real tiny little girls, and you know what I mean. Even
Yeah.
two that are older. There's like a woman who's like close to my age bracket, but she's the same size. And there's one in her 30s that's also missing, same size and shit. And it's around the same time that he got sent back from Arkansas that this shit happened.
So, are you of the belief that they were involved in like trafficking or whatever?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I've heard other people, talk about that and how they thought that maybe like they were kind of using Summer as a payment,
Well, I
for
think,
things.
and I stumbled on this kind of accidentally, but if you think back to the very beginning when the neighbor said the dogs are the key, I don't know why. I was talking about something that went on in my personal life, and that was the night I found out I said all that shit about my son's headstone and shit. I was in the middle of talking about that, and something just rang in my head. I was like, wait a minute. All those dogs they have up there, right? They disappeared and all that shit. And then the dog across the street, now, bait dogs, because there was, I don't remember who brought it up one time, but somebody had insinuated something about dog fighting hell. And I remember bait dogs, right? But bait dogs. And then you add that dog across the street, which is going to make those bait dogs bigger and stronger and more of a challenge, which is more money. You know what I mean? And the shit that goes along with dog fighting. There's always drugs. There's always prostitution. There's always, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You look up like ramp.
I didn't catch that. You broke up. I don't know.
So I think at the very least he was supplying bait dogs.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And and he's like tied in that way, and then the other shit just goes hand in hand with it.
Right.
And a lot of styles like Cotton Yates, all that shit. If you read those case files and you watch those videos, Candace exceeds her callousness. Like they were all pretty cold hearted towards their own children's death, but she has no emotional like give. There's no tell on her. Like, you know, she don't get welded up in the eyes. She don't get, her speech doesn't get like, you know, tongue tied. She is clever about it. Really very.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Now that you say that, yeah, I have noticed that too. Like, I couldn't
There's a lot of
imagine something like that happen. You know, one of my kids being missing. But if they were, I would be on every news station begging for all the help I could get, and yeah, I would be a complete
absolutely.
mess.
I compare a lot of times, and I, like, you know, I say it a lot of times, like, I have 2 children who passed, and that's personal hell. But I could not imagine every thought of every moment. Where is he? Is she cold? Is she, like, you know what I mean? I think,
Are they hungry? Are they? Yes.
It would be
That would eat me
1,000
alive.
times worse than knowing that my child is passed and exactly where my child is, and like the thought of wondering all the time,
Yeah.
it would just be
It would
horrible.
eat me
I
alive.
can't
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah, you
No,
know,
no, thank
she don't
you.
even want to talk about it. I mean,
Right.
the first time I heard her say this isn't about summer, I broke my phone. Yeah, like I was just like, the fuck did she just say? This is not about summer. Well then,
What
like,
do you mean it's not about summer?
yeah, like, I mean, you think like
What the
everything
hell?
you've done on YouTube and Facebook, you've used summer to get all this attention, and now you want to get mad because people gave you the attention you asked for, but not everybody is in agreement with you, and that's the problem.
Right.
Like, you know, you brought your need for greed brought it here, and it's just unfortunate for intelligent people to see the story, you know, and it
Right.
didn't
Like
work out the way you wanted it to.
right. Like you bringing up Brandy. Brandy is on here, you know, like it going into lives that are talking about her son, and maybe, you know, she could get some information out of that. She's on here trying to spread awareness about what happened to her son, you know,
Right.
like that is,
And
in my
she's
opinion,
never-
that is a real grieving mother.
Absolutely. And her, not only, like, you know, I don't even want to really say this with her name in it because, like, you know, but you don't see her drunk off her ass. You don't see her so high she can't even walk. You know what I mean? When she does come on here, she does it very gracefully, very informative, and you know what I mean?
I agree.
A little bit to like talk, but she don't carry herself like that. And when she asked for her child's name not to be brought up in certain scenarios, I think she went through. And
She should have,
within she had to repeat herself time, and she should never.
right. Like you,
the most horrible thing I've seen.
yeah. I know one creator. She was upset because, like, you have the kid's name in the title, or you hashtagged it, or whatever, but you're not even talking about that kid. You're not talking about the case. You're just using that kid's name to bring people in, which is fucked up.
The fact that when they would be talking about, you know, kids who were S8 or whatever, she did not want her child's name associated.
Right.
Because it's not speaking. Was that she didn't want to mention with SA in potentially conversations that could help prevent stuff like that. I think she didn't want it brought up when he's sitting there glorifying and blaming his victims that he SA'd, like, you know what I mean? Like, and have his name on the bottom there, because almost as like you're agreeing with what he says and you're wanting my son's name on the bottom of it. No.
Right.
No, you're like, you know what I mean? And I think that had a lot to do with why she, like, I don't think she would begrudge, say if another child was missing and it turned out they were S8. I don't think she would be upset if his name was on the bottom of that story. But when there's a man sitting there talking about how he repeatedly S8'd somebody and it was her fault, I think that's more where Brandy was coming from. Like, the fuck out of here.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
So
If you're going to have my son's name in your title, then you better be talking about him, talking
yeah,
about his case, or something. Trying
something
to.
beneficial and positive for missing kids,
Like,
not this
She's
bullshit.
right. She's already going through
Mhm.
like such an unimaginable
Right.
thing. The last
Mhm.
thing she needs is to be fighting with someone on YouTube for that
Mhm.
dumb
And
shit.
if you think about it, like Brandy doesn't carry herself as a hothead or whatever. So before
Right.
she even went up on that live, she heard at least one or two things that didn't set right with her. Then she sat and thought about
Yep.
it for a while, and then she did. Like how would you like? That's horrible that the mother of a missing child even has to contemplate that because of inappropriate behavior. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yes.
does it that way? The fuck is wrong? I think she was
You sound like a robot.
me. Oh, because I went back in the house again. Hold on,
Yeah.
I got to take my
Little bit.
charger outside. Buster, get off the phone.
Oh, now I
Hold
can
on, my
hear you.
dog's sitting on my cord. All right, hold on. My fat dog's sitting on the cord. For some reason, my Wi-Fi don't work in the house. Yeah, Dad, go. Can you hear me better now? Yeah.
Yep,
But
I
yeah,
can
like,
hear you now.
can you imagine being in Brandy's predicament and, having seen something that bothered you that much that like, and then you go and verbally ask this person nicely, very nicely, please do
Yep.
not put my
Yep.
child. That had to be so hard for her. I mean, just to get to
Right.
that point where she said it, and then when she gets to the point and she says it, the way she was treated, like I just
Yep.
I don't understand how people can be like that, man. Like you purposely.
That one
And
was
then-
like, well, I thought about it and I decided no, I'm leaving it. I was like,
Mhm.
what the fuck?
Or how about his response when he started saying he like 100%, and this may be only my opinion, but I wholeheartedly, when he started saying that shit to Brandy, I wholeheartedly believe that he was attempting to put something in her head to hurt her and hurt her bad, and something that was going to hurt her for a long
Right.
time to come. You know what I mean? Like, and
Right.
and the creator just sat there. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, like, what kind of person are you? Like, like I would have been so devastated if that was my channel and a parent came on there and, felt that they had to actually verbalize that to me. I would be just so mortified. And then to sit there and let him say the shit that he said.
I would be like, oh my God, I am so sorry. Like, of course I'll remove it, like, no.
Absolutely. Like I didn't
Wouldn't be
even like,
happening on my camera.
even if it was like, say you started your live on one subject and somehow the conversation got carried on to another one, like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that it was going to go that way. I should have stopped and took it off of there. Like it was an accident. I overlooked it. Something.
Right.
But just to sit there and argue that she doesn't have the right to ask you that? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
like
has
the fuck
every
out of
right
here.
in the world.
Extreme, but like in the same breath, that same person is bitching at people who may or may not be making candles or t-shirts or whatever that may have the image of that other child on there, that the parents don't want it on there. They don't want it on there because of financial reasons. Brandy is heartfelt about her kid. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
That's I definitely get that from her. She definitely is.
Oh God, yeah.
I feel so
And
bad for that woman.
I give her mad props. And like she is going through her own personal hell, but she still maintains her composure. She still goes to work. She still does what life demands of her.
Yep. She still takes
Everything.
care of her other kids.
Yep. And then look at their actions, and people are rewarding that. Like,
yeah, that's disgusting.
It is. It really is. That's why, like, people keep telling me, you got enough people and you did this, you should monetize. I don't want to monetize as long as Summer Wells is in. Like, I don't put her name in my titles, but like we do talk about her a lot. But I don't use her name, and I won't accept $1 from it because so many people have taken advantage of this girl. I mean, from the day she was born, she has been nothing but a commodity for everybody.
Yeah. Yep. That is
You know?
sad as fuck to even say, but that is
It
100%
is.
true.
It is. And I hate saying it. And there's a lot of like, even when I talk about the SA shit, like I don't enjoy that. I derive no pleasure from bringing up the fact that a child may have been sexually assaulted, but the facts remain. This is what it is.
Right.
And I personally
But
like
that needs
if
to be known.
yeah, like
They
I mean,
need to
like
keep doing that.
do some of these people like would you be content if okay, say tomorrow we knew the answer or what happened and you just want the person prosecuted just for taking her, you don't care the horrendous things they did to her in between
Right.
because it hurts your feelings? How do you think?
Right. It ain't about you. Oh, she's gone. She is gone with the wind. Ro just dropped out. Her it's her. It's not our connection. It's her connection. She was roboting out and then she just I'm gonna give her a minute and see if she's gonna come back up. If she doesn't come back up though, I'm gonna probably just end this. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go live real quick. Just don't have anything really to talk about. Just gonna pop in and say hi. And then next thing I know, it's 2.5 hours later. I see so many people. I'm waiting to see if Ro's gonna come back up. I see so many people like when they're live, they're like, oh well, I guess I gotta end this, but I don't want to. Like I don't want to end my live. I just want to keep on talking, and I didn't really understand that until I went live. Now I totally understand. That was weird. My internet went wonky, then she was gone. Like, what the heck? Yeah, I don't know if you could hear, but she said she loses service when she goes in the house. So I think that's what happened. I thought it was me. I thought my stuff was glitching out. Did you guys hear that? Say hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Say what's up, people. Can't hear her, but she's saying it. What's up, people? Aw, I love you too, Killer. Pizza. What you want for dinner, Sess? A Donald's. A Donald's.
We have some stuff at home.
You want some pizza? Donald's. Donald Duck.
We gotta leave. We gotta leave like 6:15.
Yeah, I know. We probably should just buy something for them real quick. Because we're not going to have time really to go home and cook and then still go to his concert. My son's Christmas concert is tonight. Well, I mean, if you want to, we can, but I just figured it would be easier to. I don't care what. All right, go in. Go in. Are we? Well, she can get a pizza. She can get a pizza. Our family, I don't know if anyone else does this, so this might be weird, but my kids are so picky that we literally make 2 to 3 different meals every night for dinner. What? You dropped your Play-Doh. So, yeah. One kid wants pizza. One kid wants McDonald's. McDonald's. And I don't want pizza or McDonald's. Where'd it go, Seth? I don't see it. You didn't drop it. You dropped the lid, but you didn't. Oh, yeah, you dropped the whole chunk of Play-Doh. Oh, I see it now. There you go. There it is. I love you. Say, I love you. Love you. Love you. She just said, love you guys. Okay. Hey, so sorry about that. My phone died. I forgot I turned the fuse off when the alarm was going off, so I got to let it charge. But you're doing great. Don't let nobody make you doubt yourself. Aw. I really appreciate that, Ro. Thank you. Hey, COVIDs. Too cute. I know. She's the cutest. Same. I fed them what they wanted. They grew up eating things on their own eventually. Yeah, my kids are picky. Like there's hardly ever a night that we all agree on the same thing. So yeah, it's just easier to do it that way. At least I know, I don't want to send my kids to bed hungry, and if I try to force them to eat something that they don't want to eat, they're not going to eat, and then they're going to go to bed hungry. So I guess that makes me a sucker of a parent, but yeah. At least I know they're fed. Hope you've been having a great one, Rosie. Thank you, COVIDs. I'm having a good day. Figured I should probably start going live more. I've had my channel for over a year now, and I've only gone live a couple times. So, yeah. The first time I was so freaking nervous. Oh my God. I was really nervous. And then the second time, I don't even know if I really consider that a live. I just walked through town with the kids for the Christmas walk, but yeah. Figured I should start going live more. So that's what I'm doing. Lady Boom, you are correct. A mad knowledge is never good. No, I know you well enough to know that I would never want to piss you off at me. Nope. But I totally appreciate your straightforwardness. Like, I don't like bullshitters. So I appreciate you, being who you are, and, I've picked up certain things from a few different creators that I, really look up to, and I'm trying to, incorporate that into my lives and stuff too. So I do better. But I say the same thing to you, Rove. Don't let anybody tell you not to do, like if that's a passion that is straight from your heart, and you feel, that you need to be on here doing this. So don't let anybody, make you question yourself. I appreciate what you're doing. You're doing great. You always got my support. Have a continued great one. Catch you soon, everyone. Thank you, COVIDs. Hope everything is good with you. I heard what happened. I watched your live the other day. Hope everything's good now. That dude's a little punk, huh? I thought about like going over and just watching one of his lives one time just to see how he is, but I don't know if I could deal with it. But anyway, yeah, I should probably go. I've been on here for like 2 hours and 40 minutes. Hugs, love you, knowledge. So I think I'm going to say goodbye. Sass, can you say goodbye, everyone? Goodbye. Say have a good night. She says, mm-hmm. No, you say it. Say have a good night. Bye-bye. Okay, you get a bye-bye. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching my live. And I will catch you all later. Have a good night. Be good. And if you're going to be bad, be good at it. Have a good night, everyone. See you later. Later, Gators.